Hello and welcome to part 5 of this RFEFP series. This one I'm really excited for, folks, because this is one of the greatest proofs of a flat earth that you will find on the internet. Now, the seasons, folks, what do we really know about the seasons? Well, in the Northern Hemisphere, the seasons are spring, summer, autumn and winter, just like they are in the Southern Hemisphere. But the difference is, in the Northern Hemisphere, springtime starts from March, April and May, summertime runs from June, July, August, and autumn runs September, October, November, and winter, December, January and February. However, in the Southern Hemisphere, springtime starts from September, October, November. Summertime is December, January and February. Autumn is March, April and May. And thus winter is June, July and August. Now this makes no sense whatsoever on the heliocentricity supposition. Because heliocentricity, folks, states that when the Earth is closest to the Sun, it is summertime. And when the Earth is farthest from the Sun, it is then wintertime. So how can it be summertime in England and thus wintertime in Australia? Now the Earth, folks, is a stretched out structure which diverges from the central north in all directions towards the south, the equator being midway between the north centre and the southern circumference. This divides the course of the sun into north and south declination. This is what you have seen on the United Nations flag. This is what's known as the azimuthal equidistant projection. Now, the longest circle around the Earth which the Sun will make is when it has reached its greatest southern declination. Gradually going northwards, the circle is contracted. It pulsates like a heartbeat. Now, in about 3 months after the southern extremity of its path has been reached, the Sun makes a circle round the equator, still pursuing a northerly course as he goes round and above the Earth. In another 3 months, the greatest northern declination will be reached. So when the Sun begins to go towards the south in north latitudes, when the Sun is going north, he rises earlier each day, is higher at noon and then sets later. While in the southern latitudes, at exactly the same time, folks, the Sun, as a matter of his course, rises later, reaches a lesser altitude at noontime and then sets earlier. Now in the northern latitudes, during the southern summer, say from September to December, the Sun rises later each day, is lower at noon and sets earlier. While in the south, he rises earlier, reaches a higher altitude at noon and sets later each day. So this movement round the Earth daily is the cause, folks, of the alternations of day and night, while his northerly and southerly courses simply produce the seasons. When the Sun is south of the equator, it is summer in the south and winter in the north, and vice versa, folks. The fact of the alternation of the seasons flatly contradicts outright the Newtonian delusion, this Copernican theory that the Earth revolves in an orbit around the Sun. It is said that summer is caused by the Earth being nearest the Sun and winter being farthest from the Sun. So if the watcher, the listener, you realise that according to that theory, when the Earth is nearest the Sun, there must be summer in both northern and summer latitudes. And thus, in like manner, when it is farthest from the Sun, folks, it must be winter all over the Earth at the same time, because the whole of this globe Earth would be then farthest from the Sun. In short, folks, it is simply 100% impossible to account for the reoccurrence of the seasons on the assumption that the Earth is globular and revolves in an orbit round the Sun. The Sun rotates around a flat, motionless, plain Earth. And this is exactly, folks, why the seasons are a real, and I mean a real, flat Earth fact on the plain Earth. Thanks for your attention. Thank you for watching. I can't wait for part 6 of this series. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And you take care on this plain Earth. Look after yourself. And I will see you soon. Take care.